set up and all sorts of stuff like that in my Discord, and we can all publicly like discuss it and stuff like that, because that's where I feel comfortable talking about it. At no point do I take any of this shit to a private, like, away from the public eye, because I know that once it's out of the public's eye, it's a very grey area of he said, she said kind of shit. And while you can take screenshots of things that happen, shit can be edited, you know. Comments can be edited, things can be doctored, you know, all sorts of stuff. So I don't want to take that risk, you know. So as long as people are fine with interacting with me in a public sense and they respect that, there's no issues. If they don't respect that, they can't be in my community and I will remove them. I make it sound like I'm some kind of fucking assassin that's gonna like take you out permanently. Imagine that. It's like streamer turned assassin. But still, like, yeah, just a little bit of respect. Like, I kind of know that I'm in the background of a lot of people's lives, just yammering on while they go about stuff, and I'm okay with that. Like, if you happen to feel some level of comfort when you sit down to eat a meal and you have, like, me yammering on in the background, or you send a message and I'm responding and talking and stuff like that, and talking to you because that's what I'm doing, that's fine. As long as it doesn't go beyond that, as long as it doesn't go into the professing underlying fucking love and obsession and stuff like that, because it's never going to be a thing that's going to happen. Like, if anything happens to me or my loved ones, I'm gonna fucking take it personally, right? It's not going to be a positive thing for the person doing it to my people, right? It's never going to result in something good. But I also understand there's people out there that literally are dealing with various forms of like mental conditions where this shit isn't logical anyway, and their actions are criminal because they can't fucking, I don't know, they can't normal, whatever the word for it is. I don't know what the word for it is, so that's the closest we got, is they can't normal, right? You know, they can't do the normal thing. Self-moderation is usually better than 18 plus chats, at least. Yeah, well, that's the other thing too, is like, I have the occasional sus joke and stuff like that, and I think it's sometimes funnier because it's out of the blue, and it's not like, I don't think I could honestly sit here and be like a thirst tuber and like be like, you know, moaning and oohing and ahhing and being like swaying my tits around and being like, cool, look at me kind of thing. I can't do that because it's not something I would enjoy. I wouldn't like the attention. I wouldn't like the community that would bring. The other thing too is I think like at most I get between like a minute and 10 minutes of anybody's attention and then they'd be gone for the night. Like I don't think that's a very viable thing to do over a long period of time. I think it would be also difficult to portray that kind of a character. Like unless you really enjoyed that. Like obviously if you enjoy that, great, good on you. But like it's not something I enjoy. So like, it would be hard for me to do it. The other thing too is when I started streaming, one of the first things I thought about was that I had to explain to my accountant, the accountant that I'd had for like 10 years before she retired, I had to be able to explain to her what I did for a living and look her in the face and be comfortable with the choices that I'd made. So yeah, when I chose what I was doing, I chose carefully. I don't want it to be piss yellow, that's awful. I want it to be like a light yellow, because I saw it being a bit yellowy and I didn't mind that. I don't mind like the colour variations in here. I just wanted it to pick a colour, you know. As for the dining area, I don't want that to be green. I'll choose a different colour, but I don't know what I want yet. I'll have a look. The parasocial stuff, I didn't mean just regular conversation stuff. I meant as when people allow intimacy, other things like chat, Discord, etc. I also agree that you're just being genuinely social with people that have actual conversations. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Like, what do you call it? Like the boyfriend, girlfriend streamers and stuff like that, that encourage you to be exclusively in their streams, and kind of like, you know, you have the option to contact them in Discord and stuff like that, because that's a space that they've provided for you to be able to reach them outside of it and stuff. Like, I understand that like those ones have a higher risk of having something go wrong just because of the type of streams that they are and stuff. But I do think to some degree, if it's well managed, if it's well managed and moderated, I think that those can exist okay. But it really has to be well managed and moderated, or otherwise it's just like dancing with trouble, you know? Like, I generally, it's not that I try to play it safe and stuff. Like, I'll still swear and all sorts of stuff. I'm not family friendly. I'm not here to entertain children, right? I'm still going to be unapologetically me. But there's certain things that, like, I will just steer clear of. Like, sometimes some conversations will happen and I'll just redirect it into a different route and be like, yep, no. Without even saying something that was inappropriate. It's just, like, moving on kind of thing. And sometimes that works. Sometimes it needs to be actually physically addressed and said for a person to understand that that's a no. Like, don't talk about that, or don't go into that kind of thing. Like, for instance, here, I'm not okay with political, I'm not okay with religion stuff, only because, like, I don't find the topics interesting, and I respect the fact that there's all kinds of opinions. Like, I'm talking to people that are all over the world, right? So, like, your opinion of a president or a religion or whatever is going to be completely opposing to somebody else. There's no point in having the discussion in the first place. Like, it's gonna be a problem. So it's just, yeah, no. Cool with not having it. Plus, like, this is supposed to be somewhere where you can come and relax. Like, a lot of people just literally tune in and fall asleep because, like, my general chit chat is somewhat soothing, or it allows them to relax because there's a constant voice going that's familiar to them and stuff. So the last thing I need to do is get heated, like, into a heated argument over something. I can't imagine. I'm trying to actually have a think here. I'm also admiring my stack of cats. I'm trying to think of if there was ever a time I ever actually got into a heated argument, because I don't think there is. Like, maybe in person, but I can't say that I've had one online. Like, at all. There's, like, no point in time where my conversation gets to, like, a heated conversation. It's a really weird logic to just realize that. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I used to not so much be more of a feisty person. I definitely have opinions and shit. Like, that's pretty evident in, like, most conversations, but, like, I don't know. I never feel any specific way about anything enough to give a shit to argue it. Can I copy that color, please? Yeah. I am normally just like, I understand that that's what you like. I respect that. I'm not going to argue about it. It's, some people do actually have told me that's, like, being really passive, or, what do you call it, like, middle lane, stay in your lane kind of thing, without picking a side. The actual fact is I'm actually just indifferent. I just don't give a fuck. It's not about not picking a side and taking an argument. I just don't care enough to argue about it. I think I'm, like, relatively nonchalant about most things. The other thing, too, is I think when you go through a process and you almost die, like, just existing in life, and, like, life just screws you over and you nearly just die, and you just go, yeah, that's not important. Like, I understand if you feel that way, but, like, I sure as shit am not going to waste my breath arguing about it. You know? I think that's just another, like, perspective that I've got. I'm also getting a few more beds here too, and I'm seeing that some people are taking them, but not all of them are taken. So I should be able to kick some people out of their beds over here too. And not all of these people, but at least probably you lot. Get you out as an unowned as well. So far we've fixed up the electricity. We sent somebody to go and get steel. We're getting a lot of steel, which is great. It should be about 2,000, maybe 2,500 if we're lucky. We're also peeling animals out here, so that's another thing that's happening. We also did a couple of trades, which was great because we brought back steel. So now my people are all busy trying to, like, build everything that requires steel. Like, let me bring up my power network. Like, this is much cleaner. It's not perfect yet. Like, they still have to fix up the power in here. And I still don't have the marble to do some stuff. But look, the fucking... I like how this looks. I don't know how I feel about the blue, but I don't mind it. That green, though. I don't think that was supposed to be green. I think some of these might have been getting copied or moved. Copy the color. You paste it on that. There you go. Yeah, I kind of like these like bright green rooms, or blue rooms, sorry. But like dining, it's not bad. It's brighter than white. But the rec room is nearly there too. Like a lot of the silver tables are getting built because I brought back a shit ton of silver. The only thing I could say is if I bring back one more location, like, you know, out in the world, hold up, this one, if I can send my miners out to that as well, which I might do. I know most of them are at the other place at the moment, but it's fine. I'll just see what I can do with this. But yeah, if I can bring back the 2 groups of steel, like we should have enough that I can actually make maybe a second search thingy. You know, the thing that lets me find the long range scanner. There we go, English. We found it eventually. Once I could build another long range scanner, I can actually send more people constantly out to get supplies and shit. The other thing I could do is I could send a caravan out to connect with this group and only like stock them with like a shit ton of food and have the miners all connect up together. Because if I send the miners back over to the other group, they may get there faster than returning home. And if they do that, the only thing I could do is feed them. That's literally the only thing they could do is I'd have like a whole bunch of people just turn up that can do mining. I'm trying to find people that can do like mining, cave exploring. A lot of these cave explorers should be my miner people. But otherwise, I'm not looking at their names. I'm just looking at the last name as like a qualification of what they do. Butcher, gatherer, I don't want none of those. Marine. Cave explorer. I found 3 cave explorers. Tell you what, Cypress is underground. I shouldn't be. I don't want to send him out. I don't want to send Cockroach. She's a cook. Laws is a chef. Send Felix, Tender, Weaver, and you lot. That should be enough. And then with the animals as well. The other fun thing too is I'm literally taking like most of my like animals that need to breed together as a group out of my base. So like my yaks and stuff, I'm not going to have, that's plenty enough. I was going to say I'm not going to have a lot to be able to carry stuff out here. As far as pemmican goes, don't bother. These are really small. What happened to my hundreds of simple meals? I need to look at my air conditioning in my fridge because I should have a lot more food than that. Now, I do need to send like a shit ton of berries. My only problem is I think that they're gonna expire. Yeah, rot in a day. I thought so. Let me try a different stack of berries. Let's try 500 of these. Rots in like 2 days. Okay, what about 200? Okay, 3 days. That should be, like, it's a half day out, but they've got to stay out there for a bit. You're not taking Glitter World medicine out of the fucking camp. I'll tell you that much. To have 196 actual medicine and to have, like, what looks like maybe about 900 to 1,000 actual medicine as well, it's really good. Get you guys down to about 15. You guys got enough food, nothing to sell. Off you go. All right. Now, the only problem with that is I need to find them and make sure I actually have miners going out on the exploration thing, preferably. That would be good. I just gotta spot someone. I know I sent Red. Hold on. Where's my work list? I sent somebody called Red. That's at least one name I saw, because I wasn't looking at names. Also, how's Liquorend going? What's up, mate? Ah, yeah, food poisoning. Yeah, he's fine. He'll be fine in like 5 minutes or so. I do hope to start making some prosthetics and shit soon. Okay, so you're in the caravan. I see bios and shit. You're not. So, I'm going to keep you for a minute because you'll be the fastest way to see. Let's see, miners. Miners, Pex. Pex can go in the caravan. Odd can go. Odd is going. Cougar's having a revenge. Where are you, mate? Oh, Pumpkin. Come, Pumpkin fucking fuck him up. Pumpkins generally tank, by the way. Mind you, shooting Pumpkin did not help. Back off. Fucking Mal. Yeah. Come on, somebody else shoot him. There's a whole ass flow in the way. Keep going. Oh, Pumpkin's down. Okay, that's legitimately an issue. Mel, I'm gonna need you to rescue. But we need to kill this thing first. Hey, Troxo. Can I get you to just rescue Pumpkin? And also, I guess we've got medicine nearby, so this isn't a problem. Do I have a medical person here, though? Eddie can do medical. As long as Pumpkin survives a couple of minutes. Area's now safe. Okay, cool. But we have finished mining this. I just want to quickly tend to her and then get her moving. I could just pick him up and go, but I think she's with 3 hours. It's a bit much. What are you doing, Phoenix? Phoenix was in the blinds. It's like, he's walking off now like nothing happened. Phoenix is my cat, for anybody that doesn't know. He's, I don't know, up to stuff, I guess. So anyway, I had a peeling station here with the purpose. Eddie, get your ass back down here. No, get down here. I need you for doctoring, mate. I had a peeling station to be able to get like some meat and some leathers and stuff. The purpose of the leathers is I can sell that in transit. But obviously, in this such case, I'm going to be leaving in a moment anyway. So, okay, Pumpkin's down. Yeah, you tend to... No. Where are you going? You're going... Hold up. You're right next to medicine, mate. Snake, how about you drop that? And you... tend to that, and then tend back to her. There we go. Okay. Yeah, Mel's gonna be fine for just like a hot minute. It's like 13 hours. Pumpkin's got like 2 hours. Pumpkin needs whatever help they can get. Honestly, I think Eddie should be fine. Eddie's got like a 14 medical. So even with like the medicine that he's using, should be able to get it back up to like a 3 hour or something like that. If they could get it back past 3 hours, maybe up to 4 hours or something like that, there'll be plenty enough time for her to walk off and grab more medicine and stuff. Either that, or like I could get Dinosaur or somebody to bring medicine over. No, seems to be fine. 5 hours. Yeah, they'll be fine. Alright, I'll give them another minute and let them like tend to themselves, see how it goes. I could do disaster happens. What's this? Oh, it's fine. It's just the people out at the mining encampment had a cougar attack Pumpkin. Well, really, Pumpkin attacked the cougar, to be fair. And yeah, they're kind of getting treatment now. They got down to about 2 hours. I'm also trying to set up the other caravan. I'm trying to find people that can do mining that aren't already in the caravan can go. Because I don't have a lot of people that can do it. Send Grim. I haven't sent Grim on a caravan for a very long time. I haven't fucked around and found out. No, Pumpkin is the fuck around and find out. Pumpkin and Odd and Clear has passed away, but she's still... They're still on the list. They're dangerous little creatures. Allie should be in it, yeah. Who else is in here? I need to find out. Pex is fine. What about Gabriella? It's your bio. Yep, a couple of my colonists are specifically tank. I want to remove you from this. I want to remove you. It would be good to keep like a medical person. Felix, this is a fucking hospital, mate. I swear, my people do not know how to path animals. I'm going to wait till he's out the other side. They do not know how to path animals, not through the hospital. I'm sure wherever this Timberwolf thing is happening, it's not as bad as what Felix is doing right now. Like, seriously, mate. You got to get those all through the other side, then somebody else has got to go find them. Every time. I don't know what it is with my people, but they go, oh, I'm in a caravan. Let me take the animals through. Oh, yeah, my panther got it. Fine. Panther must have been having a snack. I got like a bunch of bucks on the area. You know, I did try to keep a bunch of different animals at one point in time. The only problem was like bucks try to roam out of their pen, which is really annoying. Whereas a lot of the other animals will stay in their fucking pens, so I don't have to, like, do extra tedious shit. The hospital's single-doored for precisely this reason. But the thing is, like, even if it has a single door, and I've had this before, is they go in and they, like, decide to pick up something or someone or whatever, right, out of that hospital, even though it's not taking them anywhere, just because they've got the animals already or something. Like, I've had a lot of different hospitals, and it annoys the shit out of me. They always take it through it. Like, the logical path was to just walk around here. It's a perfect line. No, it was up through here and then sideways. Like, come on. Now the hospital's got filth in it. Alright, this group should be fine. Let's have a look at yours. Pumpkin. 12 hours. 22 hours. Where is Eddie? Please tell me Eddie is not asleep. I know, he's coming back. It's fine. Mel should be almost past the tended to. Pumpkin's on 12 hours. She's only got 2 more things. Eddie's like a 14 in health, medical stuff, so it's not like I'm worried about Pumpkin. As soon as they're strapped up, they'll be out of here. I'll take them to the other dig site, and they'll merge with the caravan that I'm trying to put together. Who's got malaria? Gang has. Gang. Mate, how about you come lay down? Because I'm not sure what you're doing. I know you are going to lay down. Good. Sometimes these people decide to go for, like, I don't know, they get frisky and go do activities and shit. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. What the fuck was I doing? Caravan. That's right. You know that moment where you're like, wait a minute. I was doing something important that I need to, like, pay attention to for just a second. Tranker, mate, are you... Let me fucking click on you. You don't have mining. Get out there. I think Grim is... Dorsa isn't in that. Pex is, with the reason. Who else? Anasan is. Abba is. Who else? Huang, I don't know about you. Yeah, you got mining. It's fine. Okay, who else have we got in this list? Red doesn't have any, and I kept him on the list before because I couldn't find my group otherwise. I don't know about you. You don't have any mining or social or anything like that. You can't go. Okay, I'm pretty sure everybody that is going now, more or less, should have the capacity to do serious mining work. Fortunately, Grim's also a cook. But he does like mining, so I'm going to send him out. You probably enjoy this. But yeah, the rest of the caravan, we've only got about 6 people and we've got quite a lot of animals. There should be now too much food because I packed it originally for like 8 people. But this group, if they're tended, which they look like they are, I should be able to send them out to a new location, hopefully. Let's get you guys. I don't know if this is going to be as far as trying to send them home. But I think regardless of which one turns up first, it will go really, really quickly once I have all of my miners in like one location. Plus, in the off chance that we happen to have another location pop up, because I used to get it a lot. My people were searching for materials. We used to come across the materials multiple times while we're out, and I don't want to take any slate or none of that shit. The urns and crap I will take. If it's steel. If it's something that's steel, I'll take it with me. But anything else, I don't really want to waste the capacity to carry if I can avoid it. So they're only 1 day away from that, and they've got 2 days worth of food. So they should be pretty quick. This group should not take too long to load up, I hope. Let me have a quick look. I also need to check my fridge section to make sure it's chilled enough. Yeah, they don't have a lot to pack. They should be done soon as they've grabbed all their creatures. Alright, so this section down here is not air conditioned. Let's make sure we don't grab the other air conditioners. If I can reset you lot. I don't want you on minus 100. I want you to reset. Inspired recruitment. Anasan's actually going out at the moment on this quest, so that's not going to help me too much. There we go. Minus 50 odd. In summer, it should be a little bit stronger than that, but it's like 5 degrees indoors, which is why I might have lost all of my packaged survival meals. Because I had packaged survival meals, I had pemmican. Well, they wouldn't have deteriorated indoors. The what do you call them? These meals definitely would have. The simple meals would have. But I am also seeing a lot of people actually stop and eat. So it could just be that my people have eaten them and we're not making enough. That could also be a thing, because a lot of these aren't on at the moment. A lot of them can't be used. I've got to get steel so I can, like, build shit. Like, I've got a bit of steel. These aren't running. How about we get just 3 of these ticking over? I need solar. I need fucking something. Let's not do that one. That's on the bottom half. Sorry. This is on the top bit. I'm pretty sure they're all kind of connected, but still. So 5 times EMP grenades, which I do not have. For skill trainers, cooking, construction, intellectual, and jade, plus money. Or luciferium or goodwill. Luciferium is never an option because this is a drug-free colony. And I don't have EMP grenades. I don't actually know if I could make them. Like, it says 5, right? And this would be a pretty good boost. So where is this place? Pretty far away. I can't do a transport pod to them. I could yeet a caravan out there and like have the person walk up to it, but they have to have enough food to get home. How would I EMP stuff? Let's see. I haven't done EMP stuff for ages. EMP is not the worst one that I could possibly make. Let's make... I guess they said until I had 5. So let's just... I don't want like 10 of them. Like, grenades aren't the worst thing to have my people equipped with. Let's make 7, right? And let's just make a sign... I don't know if it's under this or whatever, but utility, maybe. I haven't looked for this for a long time. So it's not... What was that just marked off there? Oh, tribal wear, that's right. I let them wear tribal wear because they get shitty about it. They get also really cold in winter too. It won't be headgear. I'm pretty sure it's utility. But I guess not. Utility, mystic... Maybe it's not under this stuff. If that's the case, it's going to be interesting. Because I won't be able to get them to not wear it. Not under headgear. It's not armor. Fucking hell. I can't think of what it is. I guess it's because it's an equipable, they shouldn't just automatically put it on. We'll see how we go. I'll let them have the 5 days before I accept it, which will allow me to have 5 days to make the shit. Because I don't even know if I've got enough steel for this. But all the trainers and stuff... Shizuka, are you going on the thing? No. Somebody's hiding in the room. You can construct like the wind. What about tailoring and crafting and machining and shit? Got like a 9. Let's see if I can get you to work on this. I don't have anything to shred at the moment, so you should technically work on the right thing. You're tired. Okay, Dorsey, I'm not sure why you're this far out, but were you doing plants? Construction. What the fuck were you constructing? I'm guessing something got damaged? Yeah, look, seriously, as soon as I can get all of this solar along here, we're going to have probably enough power for this side to hopefully keep all the cooktops on. And then once we've got all the cooktops going around the clock, and we actually have like surplus food, because we've got a lot of medical stuff at the moment, which is great. And we have a lot of raw food, but we don't have a lot of like the air conditioners staying on. We don't have a lot of the cooktops staying on. Like if I want lights, I have to kind of sacrifice some shit. At the moment, I could connect up the 2 sections and I could be risking like a full blitz across the whole thing, but I'd have enough power to run the kitchen. It's kind of like, I don't want to, because I know what's going to happen as soon as I connect it. It's just going to go boom. But at the moment, I also can't like keep my shit clean and cold and cooked and stuff. All the C's. How you lot doing? You got 57 rice to go. The only thing I could do is I could pop one of those like psychic soothe things to get him out of here happily. Where is the group? Because, like, if they're going to go pretty soon... It's Odd standing around, Grim standing around, Ali, Abba. Who's down here? Are you sleeping? Yeah, Huang's sleeping. That's fine. If he wants to have a rest for a moment, as long as he's not holding up the entire caravan, you know? Oh, man. Oh, I didn't even realize it's past 2. I should probably stop if that's the case. Yeah, I don't know. I guess like at this point we've fixed up most of the power. I am getting steel. I do have some steel, and we've got more steel going to... technically going between dig sites at the moment. And then once that comes back, because there's a caravan coming out to buff this one up with food and like hauling ability and stuff like that. And then before we know it, they'll be home and I'll have a shit ton of steel. And then I'll be able to build a few of these, a few solar generators, which will fix up the air conditioners that are off, the cooktops that are off, hopefully some of the lights that are off. In amongst that, I'd like to build a second one of these, hopefully before we use up all the steel, so that then I can find more steel out in the world and we can get more in here. And yeah, once we actually start finding like a good amount of steel, I can start fixing up the floors. I can start fixing up like ventilation, all sorts of stuff. Yeah, it'd be good. These guys are pretty much almost ready to go. Like, they got 57 rice to go, and Huang's just asleep at the moment. If he wakes up, we'll be pretty much ready to go. But, yeah. It's been pretty good. It's been super quiet, so I'm a little bit worried about that. Because, you know, whenever it's quiet here, it means, like, some kind of major attack or something's coming. And usually for me, that's, like, some kind of mech battle thing or something like that, you know? Who knows? Where's my night one? It has. Not too much negative going on. Yeah, well, considering the fucking months of just pure negative shit that was happening in this game for, like, starvation and murdering and cannibalism and all sorts of stuff, like, holy shit, it's nice that they calm the fuck down, you know? You got your chips on bugs. I would like bugs. Bugs are easy. We can turn them into food really easily.